This is a cobble of dacite that is from Southern California, which is kind of rare because, well, maybe it's not rare, but unusual. Most of the dacite that you get is either from Glass Buttes or Davis Creek, and even the Davis Creek stuff is not really that common. But this is from Southern California, and there's not a whole lot of it, so I'm going to make a Clovis out of it. So without further ado, I'm going to chip into it. It's an alluvial cobble, so there's probably going to be quite a few cracks on the outside surface. Wow, that's some really cool stuff. It's kind of got it has a bit of, see that? It's kind of like layering. Great spall there. It actually looks like there's not a whole lot of layering, or sorry, not a whole lot of cracks on the outside. I don't work a whole lot of dacite, but I really do like it. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a grain, or not a grain, but a little bit of a, I don't even know what you would call it. It's just got a little bit of layering to it. Some basalt has that. It'll flake really well along a certain grain, and then not really well at all against the other. Might have to switch hammerstones. Thought I cut myself for a second. I'm gonna film this in parts because I have minimal storage on my phone, and also why would I want to show you 1.5 hours of napping in one video? No one's gonna watch that. It's better just to show this shitty napping in stages. Definitely not the best Hammerstone work I've done, but it's all good. We're just taking it down, being kind of sloppy with it, making sure we're removing all these exterior cracks and everything like that. There's a lot of guys that flint nap like beginners do it, even though they're advanced flint nappers. Oh, why is that not going? What they do is they just take the nodule, and no matter how it's shaped or what natural platforms there are, they'll still zigzag the entire edge like a, you know, old technology, like whatever you want to call it, like Olduvai Gorge dudes. And that's fine if it works, but you should take advantage of natural platforms. Like right now I'm zigzagging. A lot of time you don't even need to zigzag. You can just turn the edge really high. Oh, that should have done better. I didn't strike it right. I wonder if this angle is good. Should be. Should be pretty good. Start doing some clearing flakes. Maybe too much of a clearing flake. It's going to be a Clovis, so I guess that's accurate. Take one across this ridge here. Could do it with Hammerstone, but this is... Oh man, I didn't strike it right. Shouldn't have gone that way. Should have gone more that way. It's all good. When you get these overshots though, you got to make sure that you pay attention to the contour, because they can make things really curved if you only focus on the other side. Take these flakes off the tip. Oh man, it's holding that one really weird because I'm not trying to break it. But take these flakes down from the tip and the base kind of early on, so you don't have to worry too much about snapping it in end shock. This is just me trying to do fast Hammerstone work. What I'm gonna do is thin this side over here. I'll turn this edge over, take some large flakes that way, and then I'll end this, and then I'll continue to Hammerstone it down, and then turn it back on when it's at a stage where I can do a lot of billet work on smaller platforms and more isolated ones, and that way you don't have to watch the entirety of this production. Maybe there's some people that want to, but I think the majority of people like to see stages and not like all the small flakes in between. So we're going to take some larger flakes from the base here before I thin this side, because I don't want to have to thin it and then worry about thickness on the base. I mean, and I've been flint knapping for almost like 7 years, and I'm still absolutely learning. There's so many things that I haven't done yet. Well, that one almost dove. It was a strong one. How did that go in there? It's kind of squirrely material, because normally that doesn't happen on obsidian or anything like that. Look at that, look how deep that was. Keep that in mind when I'm fluting it. I set that platform, the platform's really high, or sorry, really low. I'll grind them slightly. Now that that base is thinner, now I can turn this edge over and do some percussion. Wow, that was bad. Creating a little bit more contour. That one cut me. This is like a double platform, but I'm gonna strike it anyway. Hit the one on the right, or on the left, and then I'm gonna hit the one right here. This one's kind of a small one, but kind of inset too, so. Okay, so I think that's good for this stage. Gonna just keep napping around on it. And we'll go to the next part.